Welcome back. It is Sunday, November 24th in the NBA. My two best bets are on the way. A decent slate of action today in the NBA. Found a couple player props that I do like, and we'll dive into them in just one moment. If you are new, my name's Austin. Appreciate you for tuning in. As always, we begin the video recapping how we did yesterday. Pretty good day for us once again. A 3-1 day. We're on a 9-2 run in the association. It's been a pretty good last few days. Day 3 of our ladder challenge cashed. A little sweaty last night for no reason. LeBron James had 13 at halftime and refused to score, and then they were getting blown out, but we'll take it. We had that LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, 15 plus points, SGP. Did that hit? Yeah, each of them doubled their lines. LaMelo had 50 and Brandon Miller at 32. That was insane. Logan got back on track with a winner. Jazz plus 9.5. You can keep the points. They went outright by 15 points against the Knicks. Our only loser was Steph Curry's over in points. We kind of predicted better volume. What did he shoot? 16 times. Just didn't get anything going. I did tell you I felt like the Spurs would have a chance at winning that game, and they did. So I don't know what the heck Steph's doing. I don't really bet Warriors props anymore. So I'm out Warriors. Sorry. But hey, let's continue that momentum today. Obviously, it is an NFL Sunday, so you guys are all tapped into the NFL. If not, I encourage you to check out those videos. We have, 8 picks so far in the NFL. They were posted yesterday. I encourage you to check it out. A couple player props and parlays and things like that. I'll link those videos at the top of the description. Check them out. I really like our NFL slate today, and I feel like we're really about to get into a groove the end of the NFL season. Not really close to the end, but you get what I mean. We've got like 7 weeks left in the regular season going into the playoffs. So, of course, tap into that. If you are here on a Sunday, I appreciate it. As I always say, Sunday's NBA videos, the worst or least viewed NBA video of the week. So let's try to deliver a 2-0 sweep, and then the people that didn't watch on Sunday come back on Monday, and they're like, missed out on 2-0 winner? Yeah, that's the case. I'll talk about the ladder challenge at the end of the video. First pick of the day. Jason Tatum over 26.5 points minus 120. Bet 365. I'd play him at 27.5. I'm hard pressed to put him in the ladder challenge for 20 points tonight. I think that is a free square. I'll talk about why. Now, if you back Tatum 20 plus points, 26.5, 27.5 points in his last matchup, didn't matter. He cooked you. He went 6 for 19. 0 for 10 from the 3-point line. That was against Washington. Bilal Biale, I think that's how you pronounce his name, did a pretty good job defensively against him. I saw him in an interview saying, how do you improve your defensive skills this year? He said, I stopped respecting people. Hey, go crazy, Bilal. But either way, I think he bounces back tonight. Now, the Timberwolves, who we will face today in an early, matinee type game, 3:30 tip-off. The Timberwolves rank 5th defensively versus spot-up shooting, 15th in transition defense. I bring up those two things because, number one, Tatum's not really a spot-up shooter. I mean, how many catch and shoot threes does he take? Not a lot. And he's not the biggest scorer in transition. In fact, when you face bad transition teams, look for a guy like Jaylen Brown to have pretty good games, and he did in that last game against the Wizards. Again, a bad transition defense. But instead, the Timberwolves are a team that likes to make you play half-court offense. And that's good for us because when the Celtics are in the half-court, who gets the ball? Mostly Tatum, and they let him create, go ISO, one-on-one, get mismatches for him, and let him do his job. And that's why we've seen in his last 8 games versus Minnesota, he has scored 28. These are in chronological order. So 28 was the furthest game away. 53, 26, 34, 30, 22, 32, and 45 points. So he's gone over in 6 of 8. His 2 unders. Let's look at him. One game he shot 8 for 21, only played 27 minutes. I'm pretty sure they got blown out there. And the other one he scored 4 for 16. Still got to 22 points, but obviously 4 for 16. I'm going to be out. You're not hitting a 26.5 points line if you're making 25% of your shots. That's not my not so bold prediction. But again, he's attempted 20 or more shots in every single game besides that 4 for 16 disaster class. And again, the Timberwolves are going to let him go one-on-one. They'll let him get mismatches. They're not going to double him or let him kick it to a shooter. That's just not what they give up. They're going to let him do his job. So again, we saw earlier this season, Tatum had a game with 15 points. He bounced back the next one with 37. So I'm not sure if he makes his way into the ladder challenge, but I'll see if I find some more NFL legs that I really like. But man, I'd be hard-pressed to not put him in there. I just don't want to lose 2 units on him. But again, he's one of my favorite props of the day. I really think this is a good spot for him and maybe not so his teammates. Also, a good reason I like him for 20 points is because Tatum plays the entire third quarter. So if this is somehow a blowout, which always could be, the Celtics are capable of blowing out anyone. He'll play the whole third quarter, whereas some other guys might need to come in the fourth to get their points lines. I think he'll get enough minutes to get us 20 points, heck, 27 points if we're lucky. So Tatum, first prop of the day is over. Second play, I'm going to go to a guy that hasn't looked great recently, but I'm betting a pretty low line and a good spot for him. That is Keegan Murray of the Sacramento Kings over 12.5 points, minus 122 on FanDuel. Now, before you go down below and say my book doesn't have a Keegan Murray line, You're not alone, as only FanDuel had a line for Keegan. I don't really know why. I mean, this is the guy it's not like he's getting benched. He's a normal everyday starter. So I'm not really sure why his line wasn't available everywhere. I mean, maybe it is by the time this video drops, because like I said, Keegan Murray's going to play unless something went on that I didn't know. Then we'll probably get a void there. But I like Keegan Murray today at home, taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I almost faded his teammate De'Aaron Fox. I won't lie to you, I'm probably going to save that fade for tomorrow when they face the Oklahoma City Thunder. But I like taking Keegan Murray here. I think this is a good spot for him. Keegan, so far this season, averaging right at this line, 12.6. He's actually under in 3 straight games. 2 were foul trouble games where he just got in foul trouble, couldn't get any rhythm. And the last game, 4 for 11 shooting, scored 10 points. 4 for 11. You told me, hey, Keegan Murray shoots 11 times tonight. I'll be happy. I will be happy with the read. I mean, 11 shots, try to get 13 points. When he shoots a lot of 3-pointers, you got to take your chances there, especially with the guy at home. Now, the reason I really like this is because Keegan Murray attempts the most catch and shoot threes on the team. The Nets allow the 7th highest 3-point percentage on catch and shoot threes. So again, they're struggling a little bit to defend those opportunities. They do tend to give up a good amount of catch and shoot threes. Now, they don't give up a lot of above the break pull-up type threes, which is good for us because I'm going to be honest, Keegan Murray ain't hezzy pulling guys. But what he is good is catching those above the break threes and shooting them, which he'll get his opportunities today. The Nets ranked 19th for spot up shooters, 21st in transition defense. That is where Keegan Murray combined scores 2/3 of his points per game. So they're not great defensively in the 2 spots Keegan can exploit defenses. Coming off a string of bad games, I think he bounces back here. We saw last year in 2 games versus the Nets, given different rosters, Keegan 24 and 19 points on 13 and 18 field goal attempts. Keegan is over this line in 10 of 14 games when he shoots 8 or more times this season. And also last year, Keegan Murray averaged 4.5 more points per game at home. Sure, De'Aaron Fox, sure, he's healthy. And DeMar DeRozan and all those guys are healthy. No Malik Monk still. So they still need some scoring options. I like this one. Hopefully he can come through, but not come through where he scores like 25 points, because tomorrow he has a great matchup, maybe even better, against Oklahoma City Thunder. So Keegan Murray, I need you to go out there. 14 points. That's what I request. If you want to score 25, fine. I'll live with it. Get those 14 to 16 points, and then we'll probably be back on his line tomorrow if it's still at 12.5, because this is just too low of a line. His line should be 13, 14.5 if I'm the one making it, but I'm not. So those are my 2 favorite plays of the day. Both overs in points, Keegan Murray and Jason Tatum. Now I'll talk about the ladder for just one moment and talk about a couple other games if you guys want to. If you want to click off the video, you certainly can. The other game, let's talk about the ladder first. Like I said, I'm not sure it will be the NBA. Probably be involving some NFL legs. I haven't really decided on it. I was going to get this video live before we cook it up. Should be live pretty quickly after this video, trying to go turn our $80 into $160. Big day. Once you get in those triple digits, you're looking solid. In terms of other games, though, so maybe Tatum, 20 points. I'm not putting Keegan Murray in the ladder, let's be honest, but maybe Tatum finds his way in there. As for the other games, Washington versus Indiana. I'm not there. I don't like betting on the Pacers. They feel pretty volatile. As for the Washington Wizards, I don't like with Brogdon back. Their team is just a weird one. They need to make some trades, or some guy needs to get injured for me to really get back on the Wizards train. So yeah, I'm just not touching that one. You got Clippers versus Sixers. It appears Joel Embiid is out. I forgot to check his injury status, but he didn't have lines, and everyone's lines were pretty boosted. So I imagine Mr. Joel Embiid is not playing tonight. I know Norm Powell is out. Yeah, Joel Embiid already ruled out. Obviously, Paul George is out as well. McCain's obviously been really good. I don't like this matchup for McCain, though. Yeah, I'm just avoiding that game. If I had to do anything, maybe a James Harden under. I just don't think he's a fraud. Mavericks versus Heat. This is another matchup with no Luka. You could tell me, hey, I'll take Kyrie's over. Maybe the Heat try to double him and get the ball out of his hands. Klay Thompson coming off an 0 for 8 stinker. This is a Heat team that do give up a lot of catch and shoot opportunities, so you'd anticipate Klay plays better, but at 15.5, I don't like the Mavs rotations. And then the Heat, no, I'm not betting on the Heat. You got the wrong guy. Next game, Toronto-Cleveland. Blowout potential here. I mean, I don't really like that game. Sorry. This is why I only have 2 picks. And then Brooklyn and Sacramento's the last game. So again, not a great slate of action tonight. I like my 2 picks. I like I like Keegan Murray, and I like Jason Tatum. So those are my only 2. I could force more, but I really don't like anything else on the board. So let's go 2-0. And I'll see you guys later on for the ladder challenge whenever that is posted. When it is, I'll link it here. And do me a favor, go check out some NFL videos. I have already 2 posts on this channel. Look at what I'm really going to be sweating out a lot today. So those videos are on the screen. Have a great Sunday. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And if you don't have to work on Monday because maybe you're off for Thanksgiving week, congrats. And I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. See you then. Peace.